Okay, so we're here for the part two reunion of Chasing Atlanta. This video not gonna be that long, okay? It's really not. This basically like a continuation of the original reunion with the entire cast and a couple of guests with like Wayne the Pain, you know, Sky, people like that that just popped in and out. But with this part two, it was pretty much Jaylon, Q, Gardini, and Oliver and the host. They were all five of them were in another setting. And to be honest, although this is not really going to be much for me to discuss, this type of setup was the type of setup that I wanted for the reunion altogether. Now, I do feel like these four pretty much is the show. Let's just be honest. Jaylon is the show, Q is the show, Oliver is the show, Gardini is the show. They're the four that brought the most to the show. But however, I would have loved for them to bring the rest of the cast to the show. I would love for them to bring We Were Aborted back to the show. I would have been fine with them bringing Troy back to the show, Cameron to the show, Montel to the show. Everybody else that did not get a chance to speak or did not really have a chance to have a segment on the reunion, I would have been fine with them coming back, especially in this setting. There's not that many interruptions or anything like that with the audience and all of that stuff to try to turn their asses up. That's what the fuck we don't need. But other than that, it was pretty cool. We're going to start off with everybody's issues. Like, they talked about their issues with Troy and how they felt like Troy was just, you know, Oliver had a relationship with Troy outside of the show, and that's why he was pretty much shocked at how he acted and everything like that. And I think we all were shocked by the way he acted, like trying to jump up. Nobody knew who the girl was that was trying to fight and all of this stuff. But I wish we would have got more of Jaylon pretty much saying how his boyfriend was the one who started the fight and ended the fucking reunion, you know, really. But then when we got into the whole We Were Born thing and how fake they really were, it's kind of like they got a whole lot of shit going with a whole lot of people and had the most issues with people and for no goddamn reason. And it's really crazy to me. And, you know, Jay Torn will get on his live and stuff and he'll go in on people and all of this stuff. And, you know, Troy's whole issue with Oliver is that Oliver said his name in a live when Oliver was like, well, I said his name before the cameras, on the camera, on my live and all of that stuff. We were completely twisted that night. And then, you know, Gardini was like, well, he probably felt some type of way with that whole Power 3 situation came along. He probably felt like you were acting funny. So I was like, you know, okay, you know, we're really not getting anything, but okay. So then the things that really mattered to me the most, because I really didn't care about their issues with Troy and I really didn't care about their issues with We Were Miscarried. Like, I really didn't care about any of that because it really didn't matter. They weren't there to discuss it, so why are we talking about people that aren't even there? Then we went into Jaylon and Gardini. They hashed out their issues. And one thing about this reunion, this part of the reunion, I will say that it made Jaylon a lot more likable to me, because for 3 seasons straight I was always having this thing with Jaylon. I never liked him. I always felt like he was this and he thought he was this and thought he was that, and I always tried to make everybody else look like they ain't bout shit and everything else. So I never really liked his character on the show, and I will say that this reunion pretty much gave him another face, and it gave him a more humble face, to be quite honest. And to see him and Gardini really talk about their issues like grown-ups and being mature about it, that really did something for me. And there's a such thing as forgiveness and really forgiving a person for what they've done to you, and acknowledging your rights and acknowledging your wrongs and knowing where you went wrong at. So it was good to see Gardini say, I want to give her back her LLC. You know what I'm saying? I want to do this, I want to do that. I want to just apologize for what my part in, and see him and Jaylon share a hug and all of that. It was good to see them get over the bullshit and finally move on. You know what I mean? It was really good to see that. Like, that was the best segment of the entire part 2 reunion, to be quite honest. And then you have Gardini and Oliver discussing the breakdown of their friendship. Gardini felt like Oliver was a clout chaser. he felt like he was trying to be friends with everybody, but he wasn't riding with Gardini. And I feel like Gardini is the type of person that's probably like this. If I hate a person, you're supposed to hate them. If a person did this, you're supposed to ride with me instead. I've lost friendships over things like that. And you know, I'm an Aquarius just like Oliver is. And you know, we are the friendship of the zodiac. The friendship sign of the zodiac, to be quite honest. So we always are friendly with people. And me personally, I never feel like I should always take my friend's side even if they wrong. Like if they're not wrong, if they're wrong, I'm not gonna sit idly by and just take their side just because they're my friend. Bitch, if you're wrong, I'm gonna tell you that you're fucking wrong, and that's just what it is. And I don't understand people that always say, well, you gotta pick a side, you gotta pick a side. If a situation ain't got nothing to do with me, why the fuck am I involved? You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck am I involved? Why the fuck are you mad with Oliver for trying to get on the show and bring more awareness to him and what he's got going on? Like, I feel like everybody that joins a reality show is trying to get clout. I feel like everybody that's joining a reality show is trying to gain some type of exposure, or some people trying to promote their business or trying to promote their talent or whatever it is that they do. That's how I feel. And I don't think that was right for Gardini to treat Oliver like that. I don't feel like he was turning on Gardini. I don't feel like he was being fake towards Gardini with anything. I just feel like Oliver found himself in an uncomfortable situation because Gardini had so many enemies. And it probably just didn't feel right to him. And I'm just that type of person. Like I said, I lost a friendship with someone because of the simple fact they felt some kind of way about me still being cool with a person that they had an issue with. But to me, it's childish. Why the fuck do I need to have an unneeded issue, an unneeded drama with someone just because you got a problem with them? It doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? It doesn't. So, for me, as a friend, I could give a fuck about shit like that. Like, if you rocking with me, you rocking with me. But you ain't gotta be on my side if I'm wrong. Like, if I'm wrong, call me out. I appreciate people more when they call me out for my bullshit instead of rolling with the punches and just agreeing with every damn thing I do. Some people just want yes men as friends. You know what I mean? And that's just not a real friendship. Like, I don't need to constantly have to be a person that's pick a side. I don't have to do that. That's your issue. It's not mine. I'm coming into this situation, and I just felt like Oliver was coming into this situation where Gardini had people that was against him, and he probably felt uncomfortable. He don't know these people. He's trying to wiggle himself around. You know what I mean? Like, he's only here to try to bring awareness to his brand. Now, one thing about Oliver that I did not like at this reunion was, number one, he was over talking every damn body. That's number one. Number two, I don't understand why you felt the need to try to pretty much, why are we arguing about your YouTube views? Why are we arguing about that? Like, let's just be real. Chasing Atlanta did bring some awareness to your YouTube and to your music, because I didn't know who Oliver Twist was until Chasing Atlanta. I didn't know who he was until this show, and it brought me, you know, it exposed me to him and his work and everything else. Like, there's nothing wrong with saying my views went up, my following went up when the show came on. There's nothing wrong with that, because I'm pretty sure that if I got on one of these chasing shows and I blew up my YouTube channel and what the fuck I do, I'm sure I would probably get more followers from that show. That's what you do that for. That's what you use the platform to do shit like that. So I don't understand that. I don't feel like Gardini, and you know, I know Gardini watch my video, so I hope you don't take my shit the wrong way, but that's just how I feel about it. I don't agree with Gardini in this instance, because I just don't feel like just because we're friends, we have to have the same issue with the same damn people and yada yada yada. That's childish, that's high school, and that's just not the way I roll. I'm just saying, it's not. It's really not. So that's the thing. And then Oliver was like, the main thing that really hurts me is the fact that you was telling everybody on the show that I was trying to fuck your best friend, and Gardini walked off when he owned up to, when he brought that up. I just feel like Gardini and Oliver are both hurt by each other, and I don't think that neither of them are really taking accountability for the part that they played in it. That's what I think. I think they're both speaking out of hurt and anger, and they have not just said, okay, bitch, I was wrong for this, or I was wrong for that, or I'm sorry that I made you feel such and such a way. That wasn't my intent or anything. They just angry with each other. And that's just what it is with Gardini and Oliver. I really feel bad to see their relationship fall apart, but I just feel like Gardini, I think that Gardini is going about it wrong. I don't feel like anybody should be put in a position where they feel like they got to take a side. It's childish. That's how I feel. But all in all, I mean, this really didn't give me anything. I mean, it was slightly better than the first part, but this is how the reunion should have been anyway. You know what I mean? This is how it should have been in the first place. That's how I feel. But congrats to a great season from Chasing Atlanta. This was probably their best season to date. I enjoyed it. I reviewed every damn episode. And I look forward to reviewing it in the future. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. Shout outs to, like I said, shout out to all of the people on the cast that have supported my videos, from Q to Oliver to Gardini. The three of you guys are the only ones off this cast that has ever supported my videos, ever commented, ever DM'd me, ever did any of that. I appreciate everything that y'all have ever done in regards to my shit. Now, y'all ain't never shouted out my shit, but y'all have reposted my shit, you know. But Gardini never really reposted it. He just commented and told me good job. But Q and Oliver have both posted my reviews on their Insta stories and shit like that. So I appreciate y'all for watching, and I also appreciate Gardini for always giving me the utmost respect and always commenting on my stuff and telling me good job. Despite the fact that I might be spraying the fuck out of their ass on the review, they still, enjoy my shit. And, follow my Instagrams at the bottom of the video. And I'll talk to y'all later. I'll holla. See y'all later.